why do I need one? Good thing you are here today, because that is what I'm going to be covering in today's video. But before we get started, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to follow along on my 30-day content challenge. And we are going right in. So what is a landing page, and why do you need one? So a landing page is essentially a standalone web page. And this is a web page that doesn't normally have any website navigation. And the reason they do this is so that you can be really specific and targeted for one marketing campaign or offer or goal that you have for your business. And then that leads us to the second point, is that it only has one goal. And the sole purpose of your landing page is for people to click your call to action. And your call to action, it will be completely dependent on your business model, but a very common one would be joining your email list or purchasing a product or attending a webinar. And then finally, the reason why you desperately need a landing page, if you don't have one, is that it can help you increase your conversions for all of your clients. And it does this by removing any distractions that you normally would have on a website, so they can't really click away and keep browsing. And then that means when they start clicking your call to actions, that can lead to a lowered cost per lead. So let's take a look at your sales funnel and how you can use a landing page to help you with your business. So this graphic over here is from Unbounce, and you can see that the top of funnel, that is essentially like the way that you are advertising yourself and putting yourself in front of your audience. So that might be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it is basically all the front-facing parts of your campaign, of your marketing campaign, that gets you in front of people. And then in your emails, let's say you're writing on your post, join my webinar, come and get this freebie, come and purchase my offer. Then you would direct them to a landing page. And the one purpose of the landing page, like we mentioned earlier, is literally to convert that sale or convert into whatever goal it is that you have for your business. This might be just building out your email list, or this might be selling a few of your new offers. And your campaign goal and what you consider a conversion is completely dependent on your business goal. So for some people, it might be just having somebody sign up for their email list. Others might be having people sign up for a webinar, or it might be having someone sign up for your upcoming course. So that is kind of where your landing page slots in. And like we said before, the difference between a website and a landing page, well, you can almost call them the same thing sometimes, and you'll often see on bigger websites, like bigger companies like Uber and Airbnb, they'll have a landing page, but they'll also still have the links at the top. But the way that we will define a landing page is any page that only has one main call to action, and its sole purpose is designed to convert somebody. So somebody that I was following for a while is actually Catherine Zenkina. This is a manifestation babe, and on the left, that is her website. And you can see that there are lots and lots of buttons at the top on her navigation. There's a quiz, there's all these different things that can divert your attention. And then on the right side, we have her landing page, which has no buttons at all. And if I showed you the rest of the page, it would kind of just be content related to her product, which here in this case is Rich Babe Academy. So that is the biggest difference, is just a landing page is designed to convert and to achieve your campaign goal. So there are a few different providers out there that you can use to create a landing page. I know some people that would use Wix or Squarespace and create landing pages. However, when you start building out the rest of your marketing campaigns and the rest of your entire offer funnel, you might notice that you're missing some features and integrations, and it might be slower for you to build out these pages. So the The companies you see on the screen right now, Instapage, Leadpages, Unbounce, it is their specialty. Their specialty is in creating landing pages. And I would highly, highly recommend to use a platform like this if you want to get a landing page up and started like within 20 minutes. All of these 3 companies have a lot of templates that you can use right off the bat. So all you need to go in, change the title, and change a picture in the background, and you can basically start operating right away. So if you are a new business that doesn't have the capacity to hire out an engineer or a designer and build a full-fledged website, you actually don't need one. You don't need one if you don't have anything complicated and you only want to start building an email list. You really just need a one-page design, and it's very, very simple. So I personally use Leadpages, and I love it because it's very, very simple to iterate with. It's fast, and I just love how much flexibility there is. All the pages are mobile responsive. It connects to the rest of my business workflow in terms of other automations. So it's been great for me so far. The only disadvantage I see here is there are some custom CSS that I can't use. So if you're very nitpicky and you're extremely design focused, you might hit some limitations. But for me, I use it to scale really, really quickly. My entire website and all of my landing pages are built in Leadpages because it's so fast for me to create something. And I don't need to send it to a developer or anything. So a great landing page, let's just talk about what a great landing page has. You will see many, many different types. You can see short ones just for emails. You might see really long ones with lots of testimonials, but I'm gonna cover the basics in a landing page. So number one, the most important thing is that you are actually offering something that is good. If you think that you're gonna offer something that's shit and doesn't solve a problem and you create a landing page and people will convert, that's just unrealistic, right? There are so many people out there that are offering things that might have a better landing page than you, but the reason why they'd pick you is if your offer and your service is literally gonna change their life. So whatever you do on your page, put that languaging there. Use copy that is going to talk about why they need your solution and what pain it is causing them for not having you as a solution, and then why you are the solution. And then the second thing you need is proof that you are really good at what you do, right? And that comes in the form of social proof, in the form of testimonials, and showing results. So I'll go over a few real world examples after this so you can see what that looks like, and just having a lot of visuals to represent that. So whether it's screenshots of how much money you've been bringing in for your clients or video testimonials from clients, all of these things will speak to how great your service and offer is and why people should buy it. And finally, having a clear call to action. If you're constantly changing the language on your button and you're constantly calling it something else, it can be a little bit confusing. So make sure you're consistent. It's easy to understand. It's nothing crazy. I know some people like to call it, they think it's really cheeky if they put really long sentences like, yes, let me in, I think it's so awesome. But that's not clear. Like, be clear. Be like, buy now, sign up now, submit. Like, be very, very clear and make sure that it is visible. Like, don't make it look like every other color on your website so it blends in. Like, you really want it to stand out. So finally, keep it simple. Keep it simple. You know, a landing page is something that you're gonna have to test and you won't get perfect from day one. So I highly recommend for you to keep it simple in the beginning and then for you to change it later on as you start to understand how your market is reacting. So what I've seen happening a lot is people like to create these insanely long landing pages. But you know what? I believe in going against the grain. You should keep it concise. If everybody else in the world is creating these long ass web pages and landing pages where they're constantly infinite scroll and you're gonna get a carpal tunnel in your hand, no one wants to read that shit. And if you create a page that's really short and really concise and really simple, people will be like, oh fuck, thank God, finally a page that isn't gonna waste my time. So like, you know, everyone likes to copy each other, but I really believe in not copying other people and then just doing it doing it the right way. And think about it. Would you want to scroll through 20 minutes of content just to buy something? You might decide it in the first 5 seconds that you want it, and then you want to buy, right? So a balance between there. Don't make it too short. Have enough information that it can sell your product, but don't make it so fucking long that I need to be there for 6 hours trying to read it all. And then the second thing is keeping it on brand. Make sure that it matches the rest of your business. It's weird if your landing pages are completely different design from your website or your Instagram, because it doesn't even look like it's your product. And people might think it's fake, or I don't know, it's not the same thing as you. So if you are developing a business brand or a personal brand, use that same colors and typography and that style on your landing pages. And finally, use visuals. People don't like to just look at text. You want to make it fun to look at, fun to read, and engaging, so that you keep the attention of a potential buyer. There's the term called above the fold, which is where before a user scrolls, all the useful information that they should be seeing should appear above the fold. Let's just go into some examples right now in the real world of what these amazing websites would look like. Let's say Wister right here. This is a really, really clean landing page. And this landing page is essentially for you to sign up as a user. There's literally only one thing you can do, and that is to sign up for an account. And then it handles like the most common objections on the bottom by answering FAQ questions, right? Like you literally cannot click anything. You can either click here and log in, or you can create an account. So that's what I mean by having a very concise page as well as a very clear call to action. You do not have any other choice but to create an account. So you can't be distracted and be like, oh, I'm gonna go Google all this shit. There's none of that. And then let's see, even Microsoft. Think about how big Microsoft is as a business, and even Microsoft has landing pages. And this is for one of their webinars. All it does is talk about what the webinar is about, who their speakers are, and for you to register, right? It's very, very simple. That's it. Super, super clean. And then I can show you guys one of mine. So this is my website. Like I said, it is built in Leadpages. Super, super easy to use. And if I click here, this will take me to my landing page. And right here, my landing page only has one button, give me access, and for you to join my mailing list. That's it. I show you what it looks like, I show you what's inside, and that's it. Super, super easy. So that is a really basic landing page that you'd be looking at. So you might see landing pages for other businesses that are a bit different. So for example, right here, if you are a bigger business, you might have a more complicated landing page, and it might have different buttons. Here, these buttons are anchor links, so all it does is take me to another section on this web page. But so for example here, this is Natalie Ellis. She is the creator of Boss Babe, and this is her program, the Instagram Growth Accelerator, and this is the landing page for that program. So you can see here, sign me up, that's the button. And then here is a bit of scarcity telling you the offer is ending in 2 days, you better go and buy. She has a video explaining the business and what it is. And then all of this talks about what is inside the program, why you need it, what's inside, who created it. So this is all her social proof of why she's good at what she does. And these are more results and testimonials from people of why it's so good. And here she deals with objections, right? So this whole page is meant to answer any questions that you have in your head of why you would not want to buy it. And the entire page is selling you on the service. And here she talks about the pricing, and then all of these buttons here are basically telling you to go and purchase it. So that is what a more advanced landing page would look like. You guys don't need anything like that right now. The only thing you need to know is that you should have a landing page for your business if you don't have one. It's the fastest way to grow if you don't have a website but you want to start growing and scaling your business. All right, thanks guys for sticking around to the end of this video. All I wanted to show you today is why you need a landing page and why it is so important for you to have one. And like we said before, the difference between a landing page and a website is just about how targeted and laser focused it is. And in the beginning, if you don't have a website, I'd recommend you to just start by building a landing page. It's It's really quick, really simple, and it won't cost you a lot. You don't need a designer, you don't need a developer, and you can almost do everything yourself. If you just keep following along with the tips on my channel, you will have the best, most badass looking landing page out there. So thank you again, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with somebody who you think really needs some help, needs a landing page, and needs more money in their bank account. All right, until tomorrow, see you guys. Thank you so much.